796 dead babies expected to be found in hidden septic tank at unwed mother's home run by nuns. Nuns always do. The Catholic Church.
Nuns have never been nice. Dude.
The Catholic Church always got some weird shit going on.
Because
they always have the wildest shit.
Every nun I've ever met was mean. They were always mean. They were never nice. There was maybe one funny one once in a while, but they usually already had a whole family that died in a tragic accident, and then they became a nun. So those were the only nice, funny ones. The rest of them never became nuns when they were like 16. So we are not shocked.
In total, 798 children died at the home between 1925 and its closure in 1961, of which just 2 were buried in a nearby cemetery.
Well, this feels misleading because it was years ago. Of course, no one was checking the fucking septic tank. No one cared.
Is that the number then? 796? Shit.
Well, didn't they always send people away to the nunneries during this time if they had an unwed child anyway?
Unwed pregnant mothers would be sent home to give birth and would be interned for a year to do unpaid work. They were separated from their newborn, who would be raised by the nuns until they were adopted, often without consent of the families. Mm-hmm. The full scale of... See, that's what I'm telling you. Like, the church is doing some fucked up shit.
It's fucked up. Like, that's why. I'm not saying... Religion is totally different. Like...
Now, finally, more than a decade on, the team of inventors begin their forensic investigation this week. It's better to take up to 2 years to identify the remains of the infants and give them a dignified reburial and offer some degree of closure to survivors. And her mother only found out when a nun told her.
Oof.
She was pegging, washing out, and a nun came up behind and said, "The child of your sin is dead." Holy fuck.
Now leave it up to
Oh
nuns.
my God. The child of your sin is dead.
Fucked up shit.
The child of your sin is dead.
Do tell.
In Canada, okay, they had this, okay, just how we have Native Americans here in the United States of America, they also have them in Canada, right? In different tribes, of course. And the church would have it wherein you had, like, all the newborns had to come to them to be educated.
Yeah.
So they were taken from the parents, right? And they would mistreat these kids, so a bunch of them died and just buried them fucking beneath the church or whatever they had going on there.
Yeah.
So this was a huge deal in Canada as well. I'm telling you, nobody kills as much motherfuckers as the church, you know? And still dudes would be like, no, the Catholic Church, it's great. And even if you're Catholic, hey, I'm just knocking your religion. But, you know,